Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hi my dear students, how are you all? Hope you all are very fine by the grace of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am Rahmat Nisha, your English teacher. Alhamdulillah, successfully we have completed our second term and now entering the third term. As usual, when we are starting a new term, we will have EduFun week, right? For a change, this time we are having a bridge course. A bridge course is nothing but we are going to learn the basic things of the subject. Here we are going to learn about the basic tenses from English grammar. What we are going to learn? Simple tenses. Before getting into simple tenses, we have to know what is a tense, right? So, what is a tense? The tense of a verb shows when something happens. For this, we have to know what is a verb. You all know what is a verb, right? A verb is an action word. A verb is nothing but the action done by the subject. Ramu is playing. So, Ramu is the subject, playing is the verb, isn't it? Now, this tense is useful for us to know when this action happens. Is it happened yesterday, or is it happening today, or going to happen the next day? This we can find it only through the tense. ஒரு action word தான் நாம verb னு சொல்றோம். அதாவது ராமு is playing னா ராமுன்றது subject, playன்றது verb. இந்த playன்ற verb எந்த டென்ஸில் எந்த காலத்தில் நடந்தது, நேத்தா இன்னைக்கா இல்லை நாளைக்கா அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறது தான் டென்ஸ். In grammar we have 12 types of tenses. The first one is simple tense, that is first three tenses are present tense, past tense and future tense. These are called the simple tenses. First we'll start with present tense. Present tense, this talks about action that is happening now. From the name itself we can understand that the actions happening at present are called present tense. அதாவது என்ன ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இப்போ நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, happening now, இப்போ நடந்துட்டு இருக்கிற ஆக்ஷன்ஸை தான் நம்ம present tenseன்னு சொல்கிறோம். Let's see the rules for simple present tense. In a sentence, if a singular subject is there, we should add s or es or ies to the verb. That is, verb plus s or es or ies. Okay, if a sentence is having a plural subject, no need to add anything to the verb. We should not add anything to the verb. We can write the verb as it is. You have already know the singular and plural subjects. Let's have a recall. Singular subjects are he, she and it. Plural subjects are I, you, we and they. For example, in a sentence, if the subject is I, you, we or they, we have to use the verbs as it is, as read, cook, walk. If the sentence has he, she or it or any other names like a person name or an animal name, we have to add yes with the verb. That is, read will become reads, cook will become cooks and walk will become walks. One more example is, in a sentence, if we are having plural subjects, the verb is teach, then we should not add anything. We can keep the verb as it is. If it is a singular subject, we have to add yes or es or ies. This is a rule. For teach, we have to add es. For fly, we have to cut y and add ies. Okay, we can add either yes or es or ies. அதாவது simple present tenseக்கு சென்டென்ஸில் இருக்கிற சப்ஜெக்ட் ஐ, யூ, வி ஆர் தே ஏதாவது வந்ததுன்னா அந்த வேர்பை எதுவும் ஆட் பண்ணாமல் அப்படியே போட்டுடலாம். ஆனால் அந்த சென்டென்ஸில் ஹீ ஆர் ஷீ இல்லை இட் அப்படி இல்லைன்னா ஏதாவது நேம்ஸ் வந்ததுன்னா நாம் அந்த வேர்ப் கூட எஸ் ஆர் இஎஸ் ஆர் ஐஇஎஸ் ஆட் செஞ்சு போடணும். எது சூட்டபிளாக இருக்கோ அந்த லெட்டர்ஸை ஆட் பண்ணலாம். இதுதான் ப்ரெசன்ட் டென்ஸோட ரூல்ஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், தே ப்ளே, he plays. I teach, He teaches. You fly, it flies. I sleep, she sleeps. Hope you all understood about this present tense. Now moving on to past tense. What is simple past tense? Yes, the actions that happened before. So past nala already நடந்து முடிஞ்ச actions தான் நம்ம simple past tense னு சொல்றோம். Let's see the rules for this. The rule for past tense is we have to change the verb into V2 form, that is past form of verb. Already you would have studied this in your earlier classes, that is V1, V2 and V3. V1 is the present form, V2 is the past form and the V3 is the past participle form. In past tense we are going to use V2 verbs. For example, for regular verbs like play, the past form will be played, cook, cooked, walk, walked, jump, jumped. We are adding only ed. But for some verbs that are called as irregular verbs, we will be using a different word for past tense. For example, see, the past tense is saw. Sit, sat. Put will be the same put for past tense. For bring, it is brought. So here in past tense, we are using the past tense form of verbs. அதாவது simple past tense sentencesல verb நாம past tense formல மாத்துறோம், V2 formல மாத்தி எழுதுறோம். இதுதான் இதோட rules. For example, see this sentence, he built a wall. So build is the verb. We have changed it into past tense verb, that is built. So V2 form. The next one is she came a few minutes ago. Came is the past tense verb. Next one, she bought a lot of things. So buy becomes bought. Next we'll move on to future tense. This future tense talks about the actions that will happen in future. That is going to happen in future. Okay, இனிமே நடக்க போகுது அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்ம future tenseல பார்க்குறோம். Now let's see the rules for future tense. In future tense, we have to add will plus verb. Verb that too in present form, that is V1. Okay, subject plus will plus verb in V1 form. For example, see the sentences, I will sit, you will read, he will sleep. So sleep is the verb. We are adding will before the verb. Okay, we will study, they will talk, I will play. Hope you all have understood about the three tenses, past, present and future tense. Let's have a recall with the examples. See the picture. Here present we'll use catch or catches. For past we'll use caught. For future we will use will catch. So this is present, past and future tenses. Alhamdulillah. Today I will be giving you worksheets based on these simple tenses, that is past, present and future tense. This video will be useful for you to solve that worksheet inshallah. Hope you all will finish and submit it. We'll meet you in the next class inshallah ma. Jazakallahu khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.